All right, so one of the first things to do to set up your group is to create categories. So we use these in a number of different ways. You can see here that we've got general, these posts, they have different categories inside of our Communi group. And you can view the categories by clicking this sidebar here. So if you're in a Communi group and you want to find out different things, different category items, then you can do this. You can navigate through them. Now, the way to update these categories yourself, I'll go over to our crowd conversion group right now. You'll see that automatically we add a general category, and you can click this button here, categories, and it's going to take you into that categories area. One moment, I'll just refresh. So the categories are located inside of your group settings, then inside of community, and then you've got the categories here. But there is a quick link, as I mentioned, just through that drop down. So when you're creating categories, you can think about this in a number of different ways. How do you want to categorize items inside of your group? I've always found that it's best to start off with a really simple set of categories. So you can use AI to help you with this, but it's usually going to be most effective if you have 3 basic categories to start. So it might be general, it might be how to, and then you might have something along the lines of success, introduction, or you could have, for example, depending on the type of group that you have, you might have office hours as one of those categories, so you can update people on office hours that are happening. But you basically want to add a few categories. Now, there's no limits to this other than the 10 categories that we allow for, so you can update these categories. Now, very soon, we're going to be rolling an update out that you can actually adjust the images that are used on these categories as well. You can add a bit of color to them. You can change them in various ways. So that'll be coming very soon. For now, this is the major way to update these categories. Now, the categories are going to show up inside of the community here, and you'll be able to see them here. Now, when we want to publish a post to a new category, we click on New Post. We go over here. We can add a title, we can add our content as we usually would, and then there's a category option here. So general is the default, but you can also now select from one of these categories, and your members will also be able to now select from one of these categories as well. And that means that they'll also be able to engage with this, and they will be able to use these categories. And it's all done through this area right here. Now, there's one more thing that's worth mentioning, which is that you can actually edit these categories by adding a description to them. So when someone clicks on the category, you can add a description to them. You can also adjust the permissions around them. So we need to work on this a little bit. This will be fixed by the time you see it. But basically, you can choose from these different options. So anyone can post, no approval required. Only admins or moderators can post. So everyone can view. So this is good if you want to have office hours, for example. You don't want people posting in that category. You just want you having that. And then you can also do everyone can post, approval required. So that means that everyone is able to then post to that category. However, you can review that post before it goes live. So these are some really important distinctions. Now, personally, I use this one, and I also use the only admins moderators category when we do updates. We've got a specific update category inside the community group. We also have a specific group for office hours, so those are admin only, and you can add a description. And we click save, then that's updated. So you can see there, this is how the categories work. You can now go and add these into your community. And then as people post, these different posts will be categorized. And they will also, at the top of them, which is also very useful, they'll actually show a tag, not a tag, but a kind of a sticker here of what the category is that they're posted to. And you can see here how the categories work. We have feature requests with people that report suspected bugs. And these are the categories here. And as an admin as well, if someone posts into a group, so I just saw this one, this is not a bug, this is actually a feature request. So I can go into here, and as an admin, I can change that as well. I can edit it, and I can make that the correct category if someone posts in a category that isn't quite correct. There, it's updated. So that's how to update categories, how they work, and I encourage you to go ahead and do this in your own group now.